Want to make text like this?
And his magical fish hook and the heart of Tefiti.
Let's get to it. So when you have prepared
Ladies
your
and
clips,
gentlemen,
click on your composition. Then double press the L key on your keyboard. This will open up the waveform. Wherever the waveform is high means that there is dialogue there.
ladies and gentlemen,
To create a text layer, start the playback to the point of dialogue. Then, navigate to the layer menu, select New, and choose Text. This will create a new text layer at the selected point in the timeline. After you have created the text layer, start writing the text that you want. Then, navigate to the character window on the right side of the screen. In this window, you have many options for text customization. You can change the size, color, font, and a lot of other things in your text from there. You can also use the Align panel, also on the right, to align the text to the center, left, right, top, or bottom of the screen. After you have made the text the way you want, go to the start of the high point in the waveform, and from there cut the text. Make sure to make space for the fade-out
Ladies and
effect that we're
gentlemen.
going to add later. Now we're going to start adding the effects. Navigate to the Effects and Presets panel on the right side of the screen and search for Fade Up words. After you have found it, drag it to the text layer and apply it.
ladies and
As you can
gentlemen,
see, it doesn't match with the words, but don't worry, we'll fix it.
ladies and
Go to
gentlemen,
the start of your text and press the U key on your keyboard to bring up the keyframes. Then, drag the last keyframe
Ladies
to
and
the end of the
gentlemen.
dialogue. As you can see, the effect now matches with the dialogue.
ladies and gentlemen,
Now, let's add the second effect. Again, navigate to the Effects and Presets panel and search for the effect called Fade Out Slow. When you have found it, drag it and put it your text layer. Then, press the U key on your keyboard twice so the new keyframes will show up. Then, go to the end of the text
Ladies and
layer,
gentlemen.
grab the last keyframe, and drag to the last frame of the text layer.
ladies
If you
and
play the
gentlemen,
video, you now have a nice fade-out effect. Now, to add the third and last effect of our text, we need to, once again, go to the Effects and Presets panel and
Ladies
search
and
for
gentlemen.
Increased Tracking. When you have found it, drag it on the text layer. As you can see, it looks like doo-doo. In order to fix it, follow my steps. Press the U key 2 times so the new keyframes will appear. Then, drag the last keyframe on the end of the text layer. After that, grab both keyframes, hold the Control key on your keyboard, and click on one of the keyframes. When done with those, change the value of the last keyframe to numbers from 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And there you have it.
ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
Now, in order to make the other text, you'll need to follow my steps. Duplicate the layer and move it to the beginning of a dialogue. After that, change the text according to the dialogue.
As proof.
Now you'll need to make some minor changes to the keyframes so it looks nice. So grab on both of the fade up and fade out keyframes and then drag them to the end of the dialogue. If needed, make the text layer shorter and then drag the 2 last increase tracking and fade out keyframes and put them into the end of the text layer.
as proof of
You
the
can also make other arrangements on the text like I did. Do the same process for the other texts as well. After you're finished with all the text, we need to add some effects to make the text look better. Select one of the text layers and right-click on it. From the context menu, choose Pre-Compose to group the text into a new composition. Then, do the
Ladies
same
and
things for
gentlemen.
all the text.
As proof of the unimaginable possibility.
Now, let's add the effects. Navigate to the Effects and Presets panel, and from there search up for the effect Deep Glow. Wait. I'm stopping the video here to say that this effect and another one that we are adding require plugins. If you don't have them, skip to 7.42. When you find the effect, grab it and put it on the text layer. Don't worry that the screen has become black. We're going to fix it. Then go to the Effects and Presets panel again and search for Beaksy Drop Shadow. When you find it, grab it and drag it onto the text layer. Go to Deep Glow Effect and turn on the required to text button. As you can see, the screen went back to normal. Change the exposure to 0.45. The text is now clearer and easier to read. However, feel free to experiment with the settings as much as you'd like. Now, let's move over to the drop shadow. You'll need to change the shadow distance to 0 and the shadow intensity to 100. Then, duplicate the effect. And we are done. We have a nice set of effects which make the perfect text for TikTok and YouTube edits. Now, just copy the effects and apply them to the other text layers.
Ladies and gentlemen, as proof of the unimaginable possibility.
You might be wondering why I didn't pre-compose all the text layers together. The reason is that I use a tint effect within the Deep Glow effect. And if we applied it to a single pre-composition containing all the text, the effect would be applied uniformly across all the text. However, I typically want this effect to be applied only to specific text layers. And that's it, we're all done. From this point, you can customize the text effects as you wish or even add new ones. The possibilities are entirely up to you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please make sure to subscribe and hit
as
the like
proof
button.
of the unimaginable possibility.